I will tell you, my relationship with him was very different than Christine and his. I never knew till later on that they were real.
Welcome back to GlowGossips USA, the channel where truth, tension, the Sister Wives universe collide in the most shocking ways possible. Before we dive into the chaos of Season 20, Episode 11, let's get one thing straight. Every crack in this family's foundation tells a story. And today, the story begins with something almost unheard of in the Brown universe. Kody offering an apology that he didn't immediately demand repayment for. Now listen, if there's one nice thing we can say about Kody, and trust me, this list is short, it's this. For once, he didn't ask Janelle to apologize back. He didn't twist her words, didn't flip the script, didn't claim she heard him first. And that alone feels historic, because something tells me the other wives won't get this rare courtesy. No, with them, he'll want tears, remorse, groveling, the whole performance. But why did this apology with Janelle go so smoothly? Was it sincerity? Or did it only work because Janelle responded with the calm, steady grace she always brings to emotional battlegrounds Kody creates? As we ask these questions, we step into today's episode reaction. But first, let's rewind with the voices telling this story. Sam and Melissa welcome their viewers, sharing their unique background. Sam, raised inside the FLDS world under Warren Jeffs, a prophet-turned-prisoner. Melissa raised mainstream LDS in Utah. 11 years of marriage. 2 kids and a life far removed from the shadows of polygamy, yet close enough to recognize the wounds, the patterns, the repetition that still unfolds on screen. They pause to remind everyone about their fundraiser for Hope After Polygamy, an organization offering scholarships and trade training to help those who escape polygamous systems rebuild their lives. Sam speaks from experience. Leaving such communities strips your confidence, your identity, even your belief that you deserve education. Their fundraiser stays open through December 31st, a small lifeline for those who need it most. But now, returning to Sister Wives S20E11. The episode itself felt slow, almost deliberately padded. It's as if the producers were stretching thin material to create the illusion of movement. Mary's storyline proved this perfectly. She travels to Vegas with a buildup that feels like it's leading to something meaningful. And then, nothing. A match that never appears, a journey that leads nowhere, and an endless chorus of, "That's just dating." That's how dating is these days. Dating is tough. After the 10th repetition, even the audience could feel the forced narrative. Sam and Melissa laugh about dating for them. Dating became joyful once they found each other, but Mary's situation carries decades of emotional weight. She isn't just carrying baggage. She is carrying a lifetime. And stepping back into the dating world after years of heartbreak. Betrayal and spiritual trauma isn't just hard, it's brutal. But one bright spot emerges. Mary planning a fundraiser for her friend Jen, whose husband is battling cancer. A moment of genuine compassion. A reminder that even in Mary's personal storms, she still reaches outward. Then comes the brief detour. A rant about atomic golf in Vegas, the venue Mary visited. Sam and Melissa share their own experience pulling into the sun-blasted facility and immediately turning around. A moment of humor, a breath from the emotional heaviness. Next, the storyline shifts toward Christine and David playing pickleball. The scene that introduces the next fracture in the Brown timeline, Kody reaching out to Christine. Janelle hinted earlier that Kody contacted her, and now Christine is receiving an olive branch she never asked for. Her first reaction, suspicion, disinterest, a little irritation. She wants to know why now and whether Janelle's experience will determine how Christine responds. And we know Christine, she will absolutely be calling Janelle for details. But David, steady and thoughtful, offers a point Christine wasn't prepared for. He asks her what she wants more than anything in this situation. And Christine answers honestly, for Kody to heal his relationship with their kids. David reminds her that if that healing is truly the goal, then Christine may need to open the door just enough to show their children that forgiveness, or at least civility, is possible. Not reconciliation, not romance, not emotional servitude, but stability. A model, a path forward. Christine admits she once dreamed of future family reunions, gatherings without bitterness, holidays without invisible walls separating siblings. But such a vision requires healing, real healing. And she can't imagine offering that before Kody makes amends with the kids first. And yes, he has reached out about Truly trying to create visitation time. But only for Truly, not for the others. Not for the children whose relationships with him fractured long before the cameras picked up the pieces. And so we end this first part sensing a storm forming, apologies that may not be as generous as they seem. Wounds reopening, and choices that could either rebuild bridges or burn them forever. Burn them forever.
Christine's dilemma grows heavier the more she thinks about it. And honestly, you can't blame her. After everything she survived, emotional neglect, manipulation disguised as leadership, and years of fighting to keep her kids emotionally afloat, the last thing she wants is to reopen doors she fought so hard to close. But David's point lingers in the air like a truth she doesn't want to face. If she stands firmly in the energy of "I want nothing to do with this man," her kids will absorb that too. Children mirror what they see. And Christine knows that no matter how justified her anger may be, the emotional cost will fall hardest on them. David understands her hurt, but he also understands healing, not for the sake of Kody, but for the sake of the children who spent years trying to earn their father's attention. If Christine truly wants her kids to see possibilities instead of permanent fractures, then some part of her, the calm, mature, protective mother she has always been, may have to soften just enough to show them that reconciliation doesn't always mean vulnerability, sometimes it just means being civil. But whether Christine is ready for that or not? That's a question only the next episode can answer. Because this entire episode wasn't about Christine. It was about the showdown everyone has been waiting for, Kody and Janelle. From the moment Kody decided Janelle was the first stop on his so-called healing tour, the intention was clear. He didn't pick her because of love, or history, or respect. He picked her because she was the safest, his favorite new therapy buzzword. Safe because she's level-headed. Safe because she doesn't explode. Safe because she is, quite frankly, the wife who has always done the emotional labor he should have done. And true to Kody's prediction, Janelle was graceful, detached, logical, exhausted, but still composed. She kept asking him, "Okay, but why? Why now? Why this apology? Why these words?" And the truth is, Kody couldn't give her a clear answer, because even he doesn't fully understand whether he's apologizing for healing, or apologizing because he's losing control. The apology itself was surprising in ways no one expected. Instead of focusing on the recent fractures, the heartbreak between him and his grown children, the harsh accusations from the Flagstaff years, the emotional abandonment, he reached all the way back to the beginning of their marriage. He apologized for things from decades ago. The start of the relationship. The rough early years they both survived silently. And yes, it gave viewers clarity, perspective, history, but it also left everyone wondering, why avoid the present? Why step around the fresh wounds and dive into the old ones? And this is where the disappointment sets in. Because while his apology to Janelle was undeniably more sincere than expected, softer, less defensive, even vulnerable, it was also incomplete. The apology could have transformed into a bridge back to his children. It could have been the moment he asked, "How are they? What should I do? How do I fix this?" But he said none of it. He did not mention reconciliation. He did not ask for advice. He did not show urgency about repairing the most important relationships of his life. Instead, he flew all the way to North Carolina, sat across from Janelle, poured out emotional confessions, and somehow didn't visit his grandkids. Didn't see his other children. Didn't attempt the healing that matters most. And viewers everywhere felt the sting of that choice. Yet despite his shortcomings, something unexpected unfolded. Kody's sincerity didn't feel fake this time. And that's only because Janelle made it easy. Her kindness disarmed him. Her logic soothed him. Her lack of anger guarded him from accountability he wasn't prepared to face. When he said the cruelest thing he ever told her, "I never loved you," and then admitted it wasn't true, Janelle didn't snap back. She didn't demand accountability or ask why he weaponized those words. She simply said she always knew he loved her. Kody almost deflated with relief. Janelle didn't punish him. She didn't corner him. She didn't expose the contradiction. Instead, she reflected, calmly, on her own emotional shutdowns, the years she focused so fully on the family that she lost sight of the marriage itself. She admitted she became closed off. That there were pivotal moments where they both could have salvaged something, but didn't. Their conversation, surprisingly, felt like two adults acknowledging the truth without theatrics, something almost unheard of in this family. But make no mistake, this wasn't a fairy tale reconciliation. This was a post-mortem. A calm dissection of a bond that died long before either of them walked away. And Janelle made something very clear: the only reason walking away was easy this time was because the children were grown, and she finally had financial independence. No children tying them together. No financial chains. No emotional obligations. Just clarity. And now comes the million-dollar question, one that every viewer is whispering: will Kody apologize to Christine the same way? Will he revisit the "I never loved you" narrative he used as a weapon? Will he show vulnerability? Will he admit his mistakes? Or will he dodge the most painful truth of all, that he once told Christine he wasn't attracted to her? Because Kody has already revealed his rule: he only apologizes for what he believes he did wrong. And something tells me he doesn't believe that comment was wrong. Not really. Not deeply. Not in the way that leads to genuine remorse. So the real twist ahead isn't the apology itself. It's whether he's capable of apologizing for the wounds that didn't just hurt, they shattered someone. From where I stand, the deepest wound Christine carries, the one that fractured her spirit long before she walked away, comes from that single devastating sentence Kody said behind closed doors: "I'm not attracted to you." For Christine, that wasn't just an insult, it was a knife disguised as honesty. Out of everything he ever hurled at her, that was the blow that brought her to her knees. It stripped away years of effort, loyalty, and emotional sacrifice. Even if Kody believed what he said, even if he convinced himself that it was just a moment of weakness or frustration, there's no reality in which that comment wasn't cruel. And if he plans to apologize for anything at all, this should be the very first wound he acknowledges. Even if he can't rewrite the past, he could at least own the cruelty of the moment and the damage it caused. But the big question now hits: will he even address it? Will he confront the truth of what he said to Christine? Or will he dodge the hardest part of their history because he doesn't feel guilty about it? Viewers want answers, and the comment section will be full of theories. Some believe he'll apologize because it's part of this new healing tour, while others think he won't dare bring it up because deep down, he may not think he was wrong at all. And from what we've seen so far, Christine is up next. Her confrontation is coming, and after that, Mary. Two completely different emotional storms waiting to collide with Kody's attempt at redemption. Janelle's conversation with Kody went so smoothly because of who Janelle is. Level-headed. Realistic. Emotionally measured. Even when her feelings run high, she doesn't lash out. She doesn't spiral. She doesn't weaponize her pain. When Kody apologized, she met him with calm acknowledgement: "Thank you. I appreciate that." Words that can be nearly impossible to say when years of resentment are still simmering beneath the surface. But Janelle? She handled it with grace. She didn't accuse him, didn't throw past trauma in his face, didn't demand answers. She simply accepted the apology, even if she didn't fully understand his intentions. Christine, however, is a different universe entirely. She carries emotion openly. Her heart is exposed, her wounds still fresh, her history with Kody far more tangled and bruised. And then there's David, her strength, her shield, her grounding force. His presence alone changes the emotional chemistry of any conversation Christine has with Kody. He represents everything she rebuilt after leaving that marriage. Everything she found outside of Kody's shadow. When Kody confronts her, he won't just be speaking to a former wife, he'll be speaking to a woman who finally knows what real love, real respect, and real stability look like. That alone is a twist the old Kody may not be ready for. And despite all of this, we still loop back to one surprising truth: Kody didn't ask Janelle for an apology. Not once. Not even subtly. And that says something. But let's be honest, this grace won't extend to the other wives. The moment he sits down with Christine or Mary, the energy will shift. He will expect remorse, validation, maybe even an emotional payout for the hurt he believes they caused him. Because in Kody's mind, every broken relationship connects back to how he was wronged, misunderstood, or mistreated. And that's what makes this next chapter so volatile. The sincerity of Kody's apology caught many viewers off guard. He didn't circle around storyline-friendly topics or rehearse scripted lines meant for the audience. Instead, he dug into early, forgotten wounds, moments from the beginning of their marriage that most viewers didn't even know existed. And that alone shows something unexpected: this wasn't entirely producer-driven. If it were purely for camera appeal, he would have apologized for Flagstaff, for the kids, for his recent behavior, the issues fans have been begging him to address. But he didn't go there. He went somewhere deeper, quieter, older. And that made the apology feel real. Still, sincerity alone isn't enough to mend years of fractures. Because if this apology is meant to set the stage for rebuilding relationships with his children, he hasn't even taken the first step. He didn't ask about them. Didn't express urgency. Didn't show remorse for their pain. And viewers noticed. Everyone noticed. But maybe this was only the beginning, a soft entry point before he confronts the bigger storms brewing with his kids. Maybe. Or maybe not. Because at this point, whether the kids want him back in their lives is entirely up to them. Janelle made it clear, these are adults with their own minds, their own trauma, their own boundaries. Their estrangement is not the result of manipulation by their mothers, it came from their own experiences with Kody. And here lies the ultimate test. If healing things with Janelle doesn't move the needle with the kids, then it proves something Kody has refused to accept for years: Janelle was never the wedge. He was. As the episode closes, the tension only rises. Christine is next. The emotions will be different. The wounds deeper. The anger sharper. And beyond Christine waits Mary, perhaps the quietest storm of all. These next conversations will reveal who Kody truly is beneath the apologies, beneath the therapy vocabulary, beneath the emotional rehearsals. And once again, the viewers wait. Curious. Hopeful. Skeptical. Wondering whether this apology is the beginning of healing or just another chapter in a long history of broken promises. The episode may be short, but the emotional weight is massive, and only the next installment will tell whether these fragile olive branches take root or snap under the pressure of years of unresolved hurt.